There was times when I'd get up in the morning, I'd have my remember the old black Shakespeare creels? And I used to drag it down the street, probably waking up all the neighbours at like 4 o'clock in the morning, go and hopefully catch a few like tension crews and stuff and then drag it all the way back home. It was like a 20-minute, half-hour walk, and then just go to school. I used to be obsessed with it. We got here late last night, got the rods out on dark, and at first light this morning, just as the cameraman got here, this one's decided to turn up and take the pressure right off. We've got another 36 hours to try and catch from as many different venues as we can. We've got a couple of really nice places to go and try. So we're going to get this one back and get to work.
With the first venue ticked off, I let the fish slip away. We started our session at Arrow Pool, a small picturesque 1-acre lake surrounded by mature trees. Small lakes like this can often seem easy at first glance, but in reality that's not always the case. If the fish aren't giving themselves away, they can be hard to know your next move.
Non-anglers just don't understand, do they? When you're waking up and you're seeing the mist, and you're seeing, like, we just seen a kingfisher, didn't we, just flying there. You're seeing all the wildlife, and every morning's different. You know, if it's overcast, misty, sunrise, the colours you see are unreal. And until you do see it, I don't think you do understand it. So it's gone a bit quiet now, to be fair. The sun's come out, it was really cold last night, and the fish seems to have pushed up to the other end. So we're going to get all this packed down now. We're going to get just a single rod. There's some bubbling up into the shallow area. We're going to go up there and pole a rig onto it and see if we can get a quick bite in the last couple of hours.
Small lakes like this are where I find the pole to be most effective. Mooching around and looking for signs of fish, then with minimal disturbance, dropping a rig right on them always gives me confidence in a quick bite. I'm a painter and decorator by trade, and with a young family, my opportunities to go fishing are usually limited, so making the most of my time on the bank is essential.
Unfortunately, after that fish this morning, nothing else has really materialised. We've tried, we've chased them around all day, but it's not looking that good for a bite now, so we're going to get off to the next venue and see if we can't make it happen there. We've arrived at the second venue now. We know very little about this. It's a pit of, I don't know, 20, 25 acres. I've got no idea of the stock. Arrow Meadow are on about taking it on, and I'm really lucky to be one of the first people able to fish this. So we're going to chuck the drone up now, have a little scout about and see what we can see.
Now we've got a dilemma, haven't we?
We've seen 2 shows on the end of this wind.
But now we've chucked the drone up and there's fish
Milling about right at the other end of the pit, which is 400 metres away.
There's not stacks of them, no. Oh fuck yes there is. Oh fuck yes there is. What are you talking about, Lee?
So we've got fish in that corner, fish in this corner.
Decisions.
Oh! See that one?
With the fish showing themselves in 2 opposite corners of the lake, I had to make a decision. Sunset was only a few hours away and temperatures were forecast to drop dramatically overnight, so I opted for the deeper of the 2 areas.
Oh, who needs a boat?
I cast 3 stiff finches into the area and scattered boilies over the top with a throwing stick. After the amount of fish I'd seen, I was sure of a quick bite.
come back round. It's not even a fucking big one, no way. How hard did that fight? The fish, there's one just showing there, the fish is showing everywhere. Rods have been out, half hour, 40 minutes tops. Middle rod's absolutely rattled off. I think we got the take actually. We are going to do the night here, but I think we're going to clip the rods up, get some bait in, and get off to a little canal just for a couple of hours once it gets dark, see if we can nick one from somewhere else as well.
Releasing the fish from the second lake meant it was time to move, but as I was setting up my gear for the canal, the left-hand rod burst into life.
Oh. And you get a slip out of it. This place is crazy.
The battle was completely different to the first fish. Nothing dramatic, just a slow plod towards the net.
Oh, it seems crazy going to the canal now, but we've still got all day tomorrow and tonight. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is that? Come on then, let's get the wellies wet. Come on then.
The fish had one last dash for freedom, but it obviously wasn't its day.
What on earth have we stumbled across?
I scooped him up on the second attempt, and I couldn't believe what I was looking at in the bottom of the net.
Oh yeah? Nah. Oh my fucking days. Excuse my language. Right then, might as well all go home. Bob. What an insane start to this second venue. We've been fishing less than 2 hours. Just showed you that first one. Started getting the bivvy and the beds and that set up just so we can come back from the canal later and just chuck the rods out. And the second rod's gone with this insane mirror. Oh wow, absolutely blown away. We will be getting the bed set up, we will be getting the bivvy set up, and we'll be doing the night here once we get back from the canal later. And away.
So with that ridiculous fish under my belt, I headed over to a canal basin to see if my luck would hold out. I only wanted to access the basin from one discrete area, to make sure the boat owners didn't know I was there. I opted to spread a few handfuls of boilies near the boat entrance, and put 2 stiff hinges over the top. Big hook baits were going to be essential, as the head of bream in the basin would soon find the bait.
Well, the canal hasn't worked out like we'd hoped. We've given it a couple of hours, but it's just not looking the one. I'm just going to give you my excuses now. It was 23 degrees this time last week. It's now 4 degrees on the car. So we're going to get back to the pit, get the rods out for the night, try and get a few hours because we've got a busy day tomorrow. So we'll see what that brings. a long way out at the minute.
How long do you reckon it was out?
5-10 minutes. But it's been quiet all night. We are in the deeper water, but the sun's hitting that bank over there. And yeah, I think the fish have just moved on it. But when we was out on the boat, there was fish all around us, so we shouldn't be that surprised. But it's freezing, so I am a little bit surprised to get a bite still.
We got back from the canal last night at around 12 o'clock. Got the rods in for 1. It was freezing. Woke up, it was frost. We've seen the fish showing up to the left of us this morning, well out of my casting range. So I jumped in the boat, boated one over and just dropped it on them. They weren't even scared of the boat because they're natural fish in here. Yeah, we rowed back 5 minutes later. This one's gone. So we're going to get off now to our final venue. We've only got a few hours left now. See if we can get one more. And away. Blueberry Fields is one of those intimate and picturesque lakes that quickly draws you in. A little gem buried away in the middle of nowhere. It was the last venue to tick off and conditions were far from perfect, but I went for a lap of the lake and stumbled on an opportunity.
We just got here, that sun's came out, the wind's died off, and there's a few right close in, so if I ever learn how to tie a hook, we're going to have a go from free line. If we're going to get one, it's going to be quick, and if not, we'll just cut this bit. I was milling about on the top, but it's got a bit cooler now, so they've just dropped down. We did try and free line for them, but nothing come of it. I'm going to just drop a couple of rods in short, one on a zig, one on a bottom bait where we've seen a few fish, and just see if we can get one more venue ticked off. This is weird. This is new. if you wasn't an angler, what do you mean? It's always been there. How many fish do you need to catch? But especially with the carp fishing, they're all so different. Like you catch one, and you're like, oh, I really wanted to catch that one. And you're like, I really want to catch that other one. I mean, you can never complete it. Never complete it. As soon as I finish work, I'm just like, right, where am I going? I'll get in the car. I'll just head to one of the lakes, and I'll just dot about a few lakes till I find something that inspires me, if you like. And then I'll get the rods out. And it's just, I don't even think about anything else. It's pretty out of order, really. I should really think about the stuff I've got going on at home, but no, it's a complete switch off. And then from the moment I'm there, just focused on it. And then obviously I'm back up in the morning, off to work, doing all the boring stuff again. It's passed on to my children. My children love it. Believe it or not, they're the ones that want to stay longer than I do sometimes. You know, you're doing the campfires and the marshmallows and all the rest of it, and they're watching bats. And it just blows them mind. They're like, there's a bat that day. I'm like, I know, I've seen them before. They just love it. They absolutely love it. You take anybody, anyone I've ever took fishing, like my non-fishing friends, and we go and do a night, or they just come and see me, and they're like, ah, I get it now. Yeah, I get it.
If we're including this, we've caught from 3 of the 4 venues. 4 or 5 carp I think we've had. Yeah, it's been great, but if I'm being honest, I just want to go home and see the missus and kids now and fall asleep on the settee just to annoy them.